Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Transparent Talk, and today I thought it would be great to discuss apologies. How many of you know that regardless of how satisfying and fulfilling a relationship can be, we come to a point in our relationship at times where we can have an argument or a simple disagreement or even a big blown out heated fellowship with a person, and as a result we can say or do something that can offend or hurt the other person. And at that point, we come to a time in the actual conversation where we must stop and take a pause in order to correct the situation, to mend what's actually taking place. We must actually say the words in which they hear as an apology. Now notice I said that we say words that they hear as an apology, because sometimes we apologize and we figure, what's the problem? I apologize, you're still tripping, what's going on? And it's really because they did not hear our words as a true apology. So let's look at the 5 ways in which we can apologize to someone, and we can trying to figure out as we backtrack through our own relationships and we go through previous arguments where we've apologized and it wasn't received, and then we go through previous arguments in which it was received, and we can look at the words that were said on both occasions and say, oh, okay, that's what it is. I'm saying this particular type of phrase over in this situation, and I'm saying something else over here, and that's the difference. This is why this has been received and this is not. So let's take a look at this. Gary Chapman, he came up with the 5 love languages, which I'm sure many of you know. But how many of you know that he also devised the 5 apology languages? Now, this is kind of controversial because some people say it really isn't important, it really doesn't exist, there are many others out there, but I can attest to the fact that when I am sitting with couples and I'm talking with them, even though we won't focus on this in full detail, I do try to look at apologies and how a person hears and receives them to see how it is that they communicate with one another, and then we go into some other stuff. But let's specifically look at these 5 apology languages so you can kind of figure out what it is that you receive it as an apology, but as well so you can know your mate a lot better and understanding, if you don't already know, their apology language. So the first one is expressing regret. When we express regret, we're just truly just saying that we're sorry. The second one is accepting responsibility, and that's when we really take the onus in the situation. We are accepting the responsibility by saying, hey, I was wrong, I didn't mean to do that. The third is making restitution. Making restitution really just says, what can I do to make this situation right? What can I do to make you feel better or to make things between us right again? Now, the fourth one is genuine repentance. And genuine repentance just truly says, I will try my best not to do this again. And you want to be careful. You don't want to say, I will never do that again. Because you know what? You're human. You could make a mistake. So with that being said, you don't want to put yourself out there and be certain that you won't do it again, because it's a possibility that you actually could. So be careful and just be honest and say, I will do my best not to do that again. And the last one is requesting forgiveness, and that's simply just asking, will that person please forgive you? So let's look at the 5. Expressing regret, accepting responsibility, making restitution, genuine repentance, and requesting forgiveness. So I want you to look at your relationships, at all 5 of those apology languages, and see if you kind of fall towards one specific apology over another, and that will help you to identify your own apology language. But as well, you want to look at your own relationship with your significant other to kind of decipher what do they hear more so than anything else. So with that being said, and we've looked at the apology language, if you want more information, check out Gary Chapman and you can get more information on that. Till then, till next time, take a look at your relationships, ladies and gentlemen. Make certain that you are humble enough to apologize to the ones that you love, but make certain that you do so with the most sincerest and heartfelt apology, because that's what's truly going to be heard. Even though those words are important, you want to make certain that you say them from the heart and with love. Have a great one. Till next time, be blessed.